Oh, snap. We are officially back, y'all. Officially. I've got to go to a little meeting right now, but I thought this might be the perfect opportunity, probably one of the only ones I get for a while, to drive the car and officially be back. So what I'm gonna do is we'll go for a little drive. I've got these little hater blockers with a camera in them. I'll put those on and we'll go through some of the, we'll catch everything up is what we'll do. We'll just catch everything up. I'm stoked, man. Be back at it. Alrighty. So I know I did a little update video. A little, like, just, I don't know. Buddy, it's been a while, huh? It's been a while. Alright, so anyway, I know I did a little update video, but these, my new hater blockers here give me the chance to give you guys a new perspective while I'm cruising, and, you know, you're not just hanging from the dome light there. So I thought I'd give these things a shot. Yeah, so if this view is crap, it's crap, that's fair, but just thought I'd give you guys another perspective. And it does really make just driving and showing you guys stuff so easy. Come on, bro. Enough's enough. I'm not gonna raise you. He just wants a little dose. That's all he wants. Hey, got some daytime flames. Yeah, anyway, I got distracted, my bad. This is gonna be a little harder than I thought, I think. Basically, the issue that we had with the engine was there was a piece of silicon that got stuck in the oil restrictor initially, which is why we had the, we lost the head in the first place. You know, ended up getting there. We found the problem and changed a couple of things around, rebuilt the head, and yeah, you know, like now we're back at it. I'm like 1100 Ks in at this point. The car gets tuned very shortly, thankfully. I'm pretty excited for that. Yeah, once we get it tuned, then you know, it's all good. We'll be out and about every day, but the car just has no power. It's kind of annoying. But I thoroughly enjoy driving it at the moment because it's just been that long, you know. The engine, all right, we'll start with the engine. So once we fix that problem, that was it, really. Like I took the car to a friend of mine's workshop and we fixed up some, like, I guess you'd call it rusty coils, because I had the vented carbon fiber hood on the car, and I guess rain or water somehow got in there, and that would have, yeah, it caused me some issues. So I was getting a misfire on the plugs. We changed those out. Everything was good. Everything is still good. So that was definitely that problem. And I don't know if you guys can tell, but I've literally not touched the clutch unless I was pulling up to a set of lights basically the whole time. I've been clutchless shifting the whole time. So the other thing that I've changed with the car, obviously you see the dashboard there, which isn't as hard as what you think it is. I think this is gonna take me a while to get used to, y'all. I'm sorry that I'm just kind of yapping. I'm gonna have to cut this up like crazy. Yeah, I'm stoked. I actually really like this iteration of the car. Dang, bruh. And then, yeah, the all-important dog box, which is arguably my most favorite modification to date, because I've had the stock gearbox in the car forever, constantly having to worry about breaking something, or the gearbox, or, you know, like just holding back because of it. And now I just don't, you know. It's 1 to 5 helical cut dog box by PPG. Yeah, I've got no complaints, man. Like, I'll show you now that we're at a set of lights. Clutch in for first, and then I don't have to touch the clutch again, you know? Like, it's just probably one of my most favorite. What the fuck? That was the fastest light ever. Like, 2 cars went through. And they got the speed camera, red light camera on this light. What kind of... I know y'all saw that, right? Like, it was like... it was like 2 seconds. What kind of freaking money grab bullshit is that? Alright, well now y'all gotta wait for another light for me to freaking show y'all that. Yeah, I'll need to get an exhaust to kind of quiet the car down a little bit, because like, it is really loud. I know the microphone in these glasses kind of turns it down a little bit, but yeah, they are like ridiculously loud. The car is pretty loud, and I just don't want that kind of attention after not driving it for 6 years. So yeah, we'll quieten it down. Drive slow, shift slow, you know? You don't have to do anything. All you gotta do is just come off the throttle and release the pressure on the dogs, and that's it. And even like there, I'm in neutral, into third. Slightly lift the throttle, fourth. Slightly lift, fifth. There's no clunk, there's no bang. All the rattling you hear is just 90 shitbox freaking jumping around because of the terrible roads in Australia. It's crazy that we pay so much in tax, so much freaking tolls and all this other shit, and they can't even give us a road that's not terrible. Anyway, for the rest of this, I've kind of got to get out of the car to give you guys a walk around. Alrighty, this is like, hang on, let me take a step back here so you guys can see. This is probably one of my favorite spots to come with the car. And FYI, I don't want you guys flaming me for the car being super dirty right now, because unlike most people, I drive this thing in the rain, in the sun, in the cold, in the hot, it don't matter. We out here. And it feels so good to be back, I gotta say. So there's your first walk around of the car, right? From the last setup, the biggest changes that you can see on the outside are just mainly the wheels and tires, right? So, actually, you know what, we will do the front. So you can see those big R35 brakes. You got the ZE40s in there. I did the custom gold anodized hats as well. I did roll the guards just to give myself some more clearance. But yeah, so 10.5 by 18 square set with a 275 Bridgestone RE 71 RS, I think they are. Where they at? Where they at? There they go. There they go. Yeah, I can't comment too much because I haven't pushed the car per se. It's only been really street driving. I'm getting ready to change the exhausts because, well, I love how loud the car is. Society won't. And my neighbors won't. So I'm gonna shut it up. But here you go, here's a exhaust clip. I don't even know if you can still hear me. We'll see if the audio comes through on that or not. I have no idea what that's gonna sound like right now. Now the other part, don't judge me here because it is unfinished. We're not done. Car gets tuned on Tuesday. We're at Saturday right now. So that's currently the engine bay. A few things to change, but like I said, we're gonna get it tuned, get everything else all done, and then I'll start working on the next step of the process. So inside, let me just turn my reds on here, because I know I'm gonna get asked this 9 million times. Come on, you focus. So the head unit. The head unit is called a power acoustic. Power acoustic, thanks Miss Japanese lady. Single DIN CarPlay radio. I think it's like $180, $200, $275, I don't know, something like that. It's like $170, I think, US from Walmart. As far as I can tell, you can only get them from Walmart. It's a Walmart exclusive, but yeah, it fits. You know, it's correction. It doesn't fit. You do need to trim the fuck out of the dash here. But for me, having Waze and just having a radio in the car that was easy to use and it gave me a screen without taking, you know, 2 spots or taking the entire center console, making the car just look really weird. You know, like for me, this still looks like a 90s car. It just has an aftermarket radio in it, which 99% of the cars do. And the other thing, so I don't know what the hell it is with GTR owners, but every fucking one is like, oh, I don't want to put an aftermarket radio in my car because it ruins the car. Bro, you got a freaking single turbo, like huge single with freaking Mickey Thompsons. You're worried about the radio ruining the fucking car. Bro. It kills me. It kills me. But that's my tangent. We'll leave that alone. Yeah, so I've ticked over the 1,000K mark. I don't know if it's gonna properly zoom in here. There we go. The speedo is in the way. It says 163 anyway. So I've done over 1,000. The only issue I had so far, like my cold start's getting worse because of the cold weather. But once it's warmed up, it's fine. So we'll get stuff like that touched up. I've got a little notepad going to touch everything up, but yeah, it's just, man, to be out in this thing again is the best. You know what sucks doing it this way is I just spam, like, we call it a feature dump in the Snap-on world. I just basically feature dump all this stuff. So I got the Omari shift boots on there, the dog box, like, again, my favorite freaking mod I've done besides the radio. There's so much, and there's a lot to still do, you know? Like I said, the car's not perfect. I don't claim it to be perfect. I actually don't want it to be perfect. I like the fact that I can, you know, tinker away on it. This is my fun car, you know? I genuinely enjoy driving it. For a long time, I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, for a long time I was contemplating just getting rid of this thing because I was over the process. I was over all the drama, trying to build this thing, you know, over just all of it. I was like, I'm trying to build a car. I'm not trying to fucking take this massive journey. Like, what the fuck is going on? So I was over it. I was ready to go get a Corvette, you know. And I'm still there. Don't get me wrong. I am still there. I would totally have a C6 or a C7 sitting next to the GTR. I don't know that I'm at the point of getting rid of the car to get one, but I definitely want one. Like, especially being here in Australia where they're just not popular at all. You don't see them because it's an American import. In terms of where we're at, like I said, car runs, it drives. It definitely needs this tune on Tuesday. In terms of power, what I'm looking for, I honestly don't care about the power. I obviously have a figure in my head of what I want. I'm happy for it to just drive home. Like, give me my full rev range and just let me enjoy the car. You know, if I want more power, I'll go back at some point or go get it tuned and make more power. But as of right now, I'm enjoying driving it. I wouldn't mind the tune to just be a little bit more spot on than what it is because it's just a quick throw-in run-in tune. Little shit. This is the type of stuff I was expecting to be, you know, happening during the build. Finding little things wrong here, doing little changes here, you know. And we got there in the end. So that whole situation, that whole situation with the car and you know, how it all transpired, it sucked. I'm not gonna lie to you, it sucked. I was upset for a long time. I probably had some real misdirected kind of anger, I guess, at the whole situation, but like I've said this entire time, man, I just want to drive my fucking car. That's it, you know. That's it. There's no special juice to it. That's all I want. So, dang, look at that. That might have to be a photo. How do I get that? So yeah. But all right. This wasn't anything big. Dang, what the hell is this? See, I don't like this. It's really loose. That's gonna drive me insane. But that's what I'm talking about. Tinkering, stuff like that. I'll figure out why my freaking bumper is giving me a sad lip and fix it. But yeah, like I said, it's just a small update today. Get back into it. I promise you guys I will try and be more consistent with the videos. Only reason I'm coming in here so you can hear me. I'll try and be more consistent with the videos and getting back into it, and yeah. It's been a while, man. It's been a while. So just give me some time to get back into it. I have been just cruising and enjoying the car, you know. I've had my kids, I can't get my kids out of it. That's part of why I couldn't film. I was like, you know, I've always got them with me. They're super excited to have the car, and yeah, I'm not gonna take that away from them just to film YouTube. So you guys got a back seat. But yeah, May 23rd, May 24th, GTR Festival. I'll be there. I will be judging. The car will be at the Platinum. Oh my God. The lockout shifter. So that's a whole nother, oh my God. So if you don't know, if you haven't seen, you haven't been watching my Instagram, go to my profile, click on PRP shifter, and you can go through every single one of the memes that are there. So Herman, I'm really, really good friends with Herman, and I need to put this out there in the beginning because I kept getting a lot of messages of people going, what is up with you and PRP? All I was doing was just trying to help him create some hype, create the market for the lockout shifter, pending he was going to release it on time, which it is very Herman of him. But I've got a dog box in the car. I want to race the car at GTR Festival, so definitely come out and check that out. And it's not that I can't shift, I can't drive, it's just protection, right? So I would go to the drags, first, second, third, fourth, whatever, that's my drag done. The lockout shifter simply protects me from having that quick mental blank that can cost me an engine where I go first, second, first. That's what we're trying to protect here. It's not, I don't care about the lockout function of it 99% of the time. Like on the street, not once have I done a 1-2-1, and I clutchless shift everywhere I go, everywhere. The only time I use the clutch is when I'm coming off the lights, and I've said that a million times now. So the lockout shifter, yeah, that meme is just banter. That's all it is. We both go back and forth on it. Hell, at one point he was helping me make the damn memes. So yeah, if you want to laugh, go through that little playlist of memes and you'll die. There's no way you get from point A to point B of that little playlist and you're not just pissing yourself laughing. Like, it is good. There's some good ones in there. So I don't know how these are gonna go, obviously, because I'm filming in real time and you guys are seeing this after the fact. But if it works and that view is something you guys want to see, please tell me, let me know. Drop something in the comments to say, hey man, fucking keep using those Ray-Ban glasses because I like the perspective that it gets while you're driving. The audio's clear. Like, give me that feedback. I'm not a professional YouTuber, man. Like, and I've said this the entire time I've done YouTube videos. I'm just a dude that's building a car and putting it out there for anybody to kind of listen, watch, and learn, Like, this is my journey with the car, and I don't hold back for what it is, Like, that journey is the journey. If it's shit, it's shit. If it's good, it's good. If something breaks, I say it, Like, I don't need to hide it. I don't need to sugarcoat it. I don't need to try and change how things are happening to suit someone else, Like, if it's shit, it's shit. So you're gonna call me out on it, right? Like, if I fuck up, someone's gonna say, hey man, you fucked up. I'm gonna start a tangent if I keep doing this. So what I'll do is I'm gonna end this one here. I'll probably throw the glasses on for a quick little drive. I don't think I've given you guys any kind of a hit at this point, but the car's slow right now. Like, it is legitimately slow. Like, there's no reason you would want to see this other than the fact that you can hear the turbo. Like, that, it sounds awesome because it's just screaming its head off. But it's slow. Like, it's, I think, 500 horsepower at that. I would be lucky to do 119 mile an hour in the quarter mile. It maybe faster, I don't know, but it feels very slow. Because you got to remember, like, my last setup, I came from a 600 horsepower setup, but a sloppy 600 horsepower setup. I had, pencil thin tires. They were Chinese all season radials that were just worn out. It wasn't until the very end that I actually got a really good set of tires on there. And then my bushings were messed up. My subframe was going everywhere. Like, the whole thing was just a recipe to that 600 horsepower felt like 1,000 horsepower to me because the car was just moving so much all over the place. I was constantly fighting the wheel, like, just craziness. So I don't think it's gonna be as wild as it was. It sounds awesome, but I don't think it's gonna be as wild. And it'll be a shame to shut this thing up a little bit, but I don't have a choice, man, because if we were in Texas, I'd have this thing at full pelt with a fucking exhaust just dumping straight to the ground. No cats, no nothing. But here, they treat you like a criminal. So I've got to play the game, you know? And that's kind of the whole reason I'm going the engineered route is, you know, you spend this much money trying to build the car, an extra, even if it's, I don't know, but even if it's 15 grand on top of your build for you to be as legal as humanly possible and not have to worry about getting pulled. Well, you'll get pulled over, you'll still get defects, but you'll be able to roll into the RTA or your, what do you call it? California has state ref, like, you know, you'll be able to roll into whoever clears that defect, and know, hey man, this car's 110% engineered. They may pick on something else, whatever, but it won't be anything that stops you from clearing those defects and getting back on the road. That's what the engineer certificate does. The engineer certificate is not a bulletproof, no shit, you're not gonna get pulled over, you're not gonna get this, you're not gonna get that. All it is an extra layer of fucking protection for you to continue driving your car. That's what an engineering certificate does. Yeah, a lot of guys go and get the Queensland plates. It's a different type of shield. It works, but it's also got its own hoops and challenges that you got to jump through. So, you know, it's just one of those, you gotta pay to play. Anyway, that sounded like a Lambo. I'm gonna go jump on the road and get this thing home, get this edited for you guys, and we back, baby. We back.